What do the cards say? Edward didn't believe in mysticism. He believed in observation. The old tarot deck he used wasn't sacred to him. It was a tool, a way to study people who came to him desperate for patterns that made their chaos make sense. His apartment smelled of coffee gone cold and candle wax burned to the stub. The cards were soft from overuse, their edges fraying like nerves. Edward liked that, he said. The more fingerprints on something, the more truth it held. To his clients, he was a man who could see the hidden threads of their lives. In reality, he was tugging those threads until everything came undone. One night, a man came in, a lawyer, nervous and sweating through his collar. Edward laid out the cards slowly, deliberately. The Tower, the Devil, the Ten of Swords. Each one hit the table like a small warning. "You've built something crooked," he said quietly. "When it collapses, you'll be underneath it." The man tried to laugh, but Edward watched his pupils shrink. He always noticed that, the precise second they believed him. 3 days later, the lawyer fell from his office balcony. Police said it was suicide. Edward just poured himself another drink and noted the result in his worn leather journal. He told himself it wasn't murder. He never touched anyone. He simply guided them to their own edges and waited. He was fascinated by how predictably fragile people were, how easily a suggestion could become destiny. He fine-tuned his readings, his tone, his silence, the order of the cards to plant the idea of an ending that would feel inevitable to his clients. By the time they died, it wasn't him pulling the strings. It was the story they thought had already been written. One night, out of curiosity, he decided to read for himself. The cards came faster than usual, as if they were waiting. Death, judgment, the fool, he frowned. The fool's face seemed different, almost smirking. The air in the room felt distilled. Somewhere in the apartment, the window creaked open on its own. Edward reached for his recorder to document the reading, but before he could speak, the deck slipped from his hands. When they found him the next morning, the cards were scattered across the floor, the fool resting face up on his chest.